Okay, in this video I'm going to concentrate on Samantha Markle and the claim from Meghan that she only used the name Markle once she became famous and started dating Prince Harry. So I've written some notes because it's quite complex. So I'll read out my notes, what I've come up with, and we've got to fill in some gaps here because there's some things that I can't understand myself. So she was born Yvonne Marie Markle on 24th of November 1964. She had a relationship with Earl Howell, and they were married from some say 1980, but others saying 1984 to 1987. And they had two children together. Ashley Howell was born in 1985. Christopher Howell was born in 1986 or 87, depending on what website you get your info from. Okay, now she changed her name to Samantha Marie Markle on the 17th of October 1997. Well, that's when she went to court. I'm not going to put up court documents because I'm not too sure about the legality of it all. You can look it up, New Mexico court cases, and you do a name search. So I've searched for Yvonne Marie Markle, I've searched for Samantha Markle, and also Samantha Rasmussen, and you can get all the court details. There's a fair bit in there. Right, so, and then I will show you quickly here that there is proof of this as well, that she changed her name. This looks like December 3rd, 1997, which makes sense because it looks like she went to court on, what date did I say? 17th of October. Looks like it came through here. So it says in re-petition for name change of Yvonne Marie Markle, and she changed it. She said the petitioner wishes to change the name to Samantha Marie Markle, is therefore the petitioner's name of Yvonne Marie Markle shall be changed to Samantha Marie Markle. All right, so that all makes sense. Okay, so at the time, there was Samantha Markle actually put on her Twitter that she put some proof that she changed it. Right, so that she was using it for years. So you can see here, I'll just zoom in a little bit. She's got her Bachelor of Arts under the name Samantha M. Markle, Bachelor of Arts in Criminology, and the date there that she completed the course, 13th day of May 2006. Now this is where I need your help, because have a look at this. Right, so this is Meghan and Samantha together. Now look really carefully at the certificate she's holding. Now I'm not too sure whether you get two certificates. Like when I graduated, I only got one certificate. Right? So you can see here the certificates are different. See how the seal is on the top on that one? Seal is on the bottom on that one. And just doesn't look like the same certificate of your degree. Don't know. Anyone can fill the gap in there, why they look different. Do you get two certificates? I don't know. I looked up the University of Mexico, couldn't find anything. University of New Mexico. Right, so let's get back to the timeline here. So she changed her name in 1997. Looks like she was using it. I'm not too sure how many years it took her to get her Bachelor of Arts in Criminology, but she obviously used it for a few years there. At the start of her course, until she graduated, 2006. Right, and then her graduation ceremony was in 2008, and we've got that picture of Meghan there in 2008. And she brought that up to prove that she wasn't estranged from her, and actually she went to her graduation in 2008. In 2008, she was also diagnosed with was it multiple sclerosis, wasn't it? So she's in a wheelchair there. It looks like. Is she in a wheelchair? I think so. I think she's in a wheelchair there. Not too sure though. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure when she just looks like she's in a wheelchair to my eyes. Okay. Right, in 1998, I mean, she married Scott Rasmussen. She had one child, Noel Rasmussen, born 1998, and divorced 2003. Now, if you look up Samantha Rasmussen in the court documents of New Mexico, She actually used that in court cases up to 2016. I've got an entry here, 20th of September 2016. I won't go into details of court cases. It looks fairly, there's a lot of jargon in there, and it's going to complicate the video, and also I don't know the legalities of what I can reveal. You can do your own research. We'll leave it at that. I'm just looking at the timeline with the names and whether there's any substance in Meghan saying that she's just using the Markle name to better herself and that sort of thing. Now, let's have a look. Here we go. So after that, she was actually in a relationship with Mark Phillips from 2011. So obviously she's still using Rasmussen in 2016 in court cases, which is interesting. Okay. So she obviously changed her name to Rasmussen when they got married in 1998. So she really only used. See, this doesn't make sense. This is what I mean. She married Scott in 1998, got divorced in 2003. In 2006, when she graduated from the University of New Mexico, she was using Samantha Markle. Interesting. See how complicated this is? Why I wrote notes, because it's quite complicated how she keeps changing, flipping her name all the time. Now, what makes things more interesting is, I'll get the browser up. When she was complaining about the wedding and that sort of thing, she was using a Twitter handle Samantha M. Grant. Right now, Samantha Grant, I believe, was her name that she used professionally. So, there's a lot of people use, names professionally. It's almost like, like movie stars now. They don't use their real birth name and that sort of thing. So, and I think I saw this in, is it IMDb here? Was it? Let's have a look. What's going on there? I had the page up before. Is it going to come up or not? I'll go back here and I'll sort this out. There's my walrus trying to. Too many things across now. Sorry, guys. Now my computer's playing up on me. Okay, so what I want to look at. Got too many things open here. This is quite an interesting website too. It's called Fame Chain. It shows you all the relationships, and that's pretty cool. And that's where I got most of my information of siblings and so forth. Now, what I wanted to look at was, so we got the one on Samantha Grant. Let's have a look. Let's get over here. Was it that one? Yeah. Okay. So she's using Sammy Markle as well, and this is the one that says, "My name is never legally been Grant." So chew on that for a while, and I stopped reading tabloids. They're totally misguided. So that matches up with my belief that it's like a stage name, or they call it like a stage name, and uses it professionally. But I did see an article on it. Got too many tabs open here, and I'm confusing myself. Where's that one? So that says Samantha M. Grant. So she was using Samantha M. Grant, and then this is interesting because she got. So this is April the 11th, 2018. That tweet. Now, on August the 8th, 2019, she got suspended from Twitter. And somebody else took her Twitter account, because you can see here, and this makes sense. Where is it? Dearie me. Why did I look it up there? I got to put Samantha M. Grant in here. Sorry, guys. Samantha M. Grant. Anyway, Samantha M. Grant. What has gone on here? I had it up just before. I don't know why it's changed the page. Samantha M. Grant. They took. Now let's put. There we go. Put the @ there. That should bring it up properly. There we go. Here it is. Right. This is what I'm trying to get at. So let's start this again. So Cosmopolitan said they suspended the Twitter account. This was reported August 8th, 2019. and then somebody picked it up November 2019. So that makes sense that Samantha was using the Twitter handle Samantha M. Grant, and then somebody else took it over. So she was calling herself Samantha M. Grant officially on Twitter. Adds a bit of weight to Meghan's argument that she only changed her name when she became famous. Sort of. Because maybe she just wanted to use Samantha Grant whenever she did anything in public. You know what I mean? So 50-50. 50-50. What do you guys think? Because to add to the confusion, you're following the timeline here, guys? Because it does confuse me a bit how this all works out. So we'll have a look back on the picture viewer here. To add to the confusion, in 2011, 19th day of December 2011, she graduated, finished a course in degree of Master of Arts Counselling and Guidance under the name Samantha Marie Rasmussen. So she was still using her name Rasmussen in 2011, even though she got divorced in 2003. So at what point did she start using Samantha Markle again? That's where we've got to sort of think, she was using her name in court in 2016 as Samantha Marie Rasmussen. So I guess I tend to believe Meghan here, because it does seem like she changed back to Markle again. So yeah, she started off with being born Yvonne Marie Markle, then changed to Samantha Markle, then got married, and I think when she was I haven't got any official documents where she was married to Earl Hale, and whether she called herself Hale at one point as well. Let's have a look at my timeline here. When were they married? 1984 to 1987. So this is before everything happened. There's also the issue of whether she had custody of her kids taken away from her. There was a DWI, which is driving while under the influence. I think that was 1991. You can look up, as I said, I'm not going to go through all the court cases. You can look it up yourself. I'm not going to mention anything on it. I don't know the legality of all this stuff. So do your own research. She's definitely been in court a few times here and there. There's little things here and there. So to my conclusion is, I think that she was using Rasmussen 2016, and that's when Harry and Meghan met. So what did I say? She was using Rasmussen in a court case 20th of September 2016. So, and when did Harry and Meghan meet? I think they met. Let's see, when was Invictus? It's 2016, wasn't it? Let's see. Okay, when did Harry and Meghan go public? September 2017. Does make sense, doesn't it? I think she was using Rasmussen up to that point and changed over to Markle again. So she was telling a sort of half truth there, I believe, because she did change her name to Samantha Markle back in 1997, then changed it to Rasmussen when she got married, and kept that, and then changed back to Markle later on. Whether it was to ride on the coattails of Meghan's fame and everything, who knows? But I think she definitely changed it when Harry and Meghan started dating. Maybe she thought it was time. She was using Rasmussen, and they got divorced, says here, in 2003. So maybe she thought it was time to change back to Markle. And of course, she was in another relationship as well with Mark Phillips, 2011. Because some people do that. They just keep the name because it's too much of a hassle to just go through and change it again. So maybe she thought it was time. Let's call myself Markle again. So there we go, guys. Leave your comments below. What do you think was going on? 50-50. 50-50 whether she definitely changed her name back to from Rasmussen to Markle. So she went from Yvonne Marie Markle, 1997, went to Samantha Marie Markle, then got married to Scott Rasmussen in 1998, changed her name to Samantha Marie Rasmussen, kept that through her degree in 2011. Had some court cases in New Mexico up to about 2016 also, and then changed it to Samantha Markle, and it's up to date. So yeah, I think she might have Twitter still. I'm not too sure. Because what happens with Twitter is, there's a lot of parody and fake accounts, and they as soon as a handle comes available, somebody takes it. So I don't think she's tweeting anymore. But anyway, leave your comments below. Tell me what you think, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.